Sarah Palin has always been a name that sparks debate, but recently the former Alaska governor and vice presidential candidate found herself in the spotlight for a completely unexpected reason: bikini photos. Yes, you heard that right. What started as a few snapshots quickly turned into a heated discussion online, leaving many asking, are they empowering, or have they crossed a line? Let's talk about the controversy and the woman at the center of it. For those unfamiliar with Sarah Palin's story, she rose to national fame during the 2008 U.S. presidential election when she became John McCain's running mate. At the time, she was the governor of Alaska and a symbol of a fresh, unconventional approach to politics. Her strong personality, bold speeches, and ability to connect with everyday Americans made her a standout figure. But with fame came scrutiny, and Palin has always been a magnet for criticism, whether for her policies, her statements, or her choices outside of politics. Fast forward to today, and it's not her political career making headlines, but rather personal photos. These pictures show Palin enjoying life in a bikini, looking confident and carefree. While some see this as a woman unapologetically owning her image, others argue it's inappropriate for someone who once held public office. The debate raises an interesting question. Do public figures ever get to step away from the expectations that come with their past roles? Online reactions have been predictably split. On one hand, supporters argue that Palin is simply living her life and shouldn't have to conform to outdated standards of how politicians or former politicians should behave. They see it as a refreshing break from the often overly polished images we associate with public figures. Why should a person be confined to a box just because of a title they once held? Isn't confidence and self-expression something to celebrate? But then there are the critics. They believe that public figures, especially those who have shaped public policy or represented large groups of people, carry a certain responsibility to maintain a specific image. For them, these photos feel like a step too far, blurring the lines between private life and the expectations placed on public personas. Some have even gone so far as to question if this affects Palin's legacy or how she'll be remembered. Amid all the opinions, one thing is clear: the conversation is about much more than photos. It's about societal expectations, gender norms, and the way we perceive women in power. Men in politics are rarely scrutinized for their personal choices to this extent, which brings up another layer of complexity. Are women held to a different standard when it comes to balancing their personal and professional lives? And why does a woman showing confidence in her appearance spark such intense reactions? Interestingly, this isn't the first time Sarah Palin has challenged societal norms. Back when she was on the campaign trail, she faced relentless scrutiny not just for her policies, but for her style, her family, and even her accent. In many ways, she's always been a polarizing figure who pushes boundaries, whether intentionally or not. Love her or hate her, there's no denying that Palin knows how to keep people talking. The broader lesson here might be about redefining what it means to be a public figure in today's world. Social media has blurred the lines between private and public life, making it harder than ever for people in the spotlight to separate the two. Whether it's a politician, a celebrity, or anyone else with a public platform, the reality is that every move is now under a microscope. And with that comes the challenge of balancing authenticity with public perception. So, are Sarah Palin's bikini photos too much? That's ultimately for each person to decide. But maybe the real takeaway is that we should all think twice before judging someone for embracing who they are, whether they're a former governor or not. Life is complicated, and the lines between public and private are constantly shifting. If nothing else, this debate is a reminder that people are multifaceted. Someone who was once a politician can also be a mother, a friend, and yes, even someone who enjoys a sunny day at the beach. What do you think? Should public figures be free to express themselves without judgment? Or does their past role mean they have a responsibility to maintain a certain image? Share your thoughts below and let the conversation continue. And while you're here, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more discussions that make you think, question, and engage with the world around you.